When I'm tackling anything like that, the simplest framework that I use to just get started is role, task, and output. What is the role that you want the tool to play? What's the task that you want it to accomplish, and what should the output look like? So a good example, and this is pretty relatively basic, is you're an expert copywriter that focuses in on relevant content for the HR audience in the HR tech space. So that defines out the role to a detailed enough degree. You will be responsible for ingesting transcripts attached from podcast interviews and producing blog articles that focus in on these areas A, B, C, and D. The output should include X, Y, and Z and should exclude A, B, and C. So there you have the framework for a prompt. That gets you started, and then for those who are intimidated about what do I do next, that's a good starting point. But if you just stop there, it's going to give you generic AI output that's better than some of the stuff that you would get with a more basic prompt. What you want to do is ask it the question, what else do you need to properly execute this task? And have the output be highly reflective of my voice. And it's my voice component, if you're talking about producing articles or any sort of content or commentary or scripting, that's the part that gets missed. And for those of us who are in LinkedIn land, we see it all through LinkedIn where every post sounds pretty much the same and it has telltale signs. And I'm not even talking about M dashes, it has telltale signs of an AI written piece of content where it has unnatural pivots, it has hyperbole, it has a tendency to be too, I don't know, too cliche in the language that it uses. Asking that question that ties it to your voice and having it give you a list of things that you need to produce that it can train off of leads to better output and is actually an easier way to get used to interacting with AI. So the TLDR version of what I said is don't feel like you need to eat the entire elephant all at once. Start with the role, task, and output, and that should that should help get you started, and then ask it the question of what it needs to be successful in performing the task.
What you're starting to talk about there as well in terms of the materials that you need to produce for it to train off of, or basically for the knowledge base of what you're giving it.